Well, the first week of February is set to be a warm one as highs are going to reach the 70s. Meteorologist Clay Smith is standing by with all you need to know. Good morning, Clay.
Good morning, Leah, and I hope everyone had a good weekend. Yesterday was really the first day of the warmth where we had highs in the upper 60s. But first, let's take a look back at January because it was cold and drier than normal. Our warmest temperature was 67, and that was towards the end of the month. Coldest was at 12 degrees. We ran about 3.5 degrees below normal for our highs and over 5, nearly 6 degrees below normal for our lows. And we had more snowfall than we typically do here. In fact, it was the snowiest January since 2011 here in Chattanooga officially, and we only picked up 3.3 inches of snow, which tells you it just hasn't snowed a whole lot in the past couple of years. But looking ahead to February, our averages start to warm up by the end of the month. Your average high is right around 59, average low 39. We get about 5 inches of rainfall on average and about an inch or so of snowfall if you add up the past few Februarys. So that's kind of what we're looking at overall. But moving ahead, it is going to be a warm start to the month. In the last couple of Februarys, we've actually been warmer than normal. As we take a look at your temperatures, it's a little bit on the cool side, 37 in Cleveland, 36 in Dayton, 33 in Lafayette. But by this afternoon, if you're a fan of warm weather, you're going to like this. Upper 60s to lower 70s pretty much across the board, which again is about 15 degrees warmer than what we should be this time of the year. And that's going to continue. Spring-like warmth is going to be the next big thing. Should persist at least for the next week or so. As we take a look at your highs, 72 tomorrow, 70 Wednesday, 73 on Thursday. And Thursday may be a day where we could break a record or at least tie a record high. I believe the daily record is right around 74 on Thursday. And then we're going to keep it in the 70s even through Saturday. So each day it's going to be warm, and that's going to continue at least through maybe the middle of the month. There are signs that around the 11th or 12th it may start to get a little bit colder, so we'll keep an eye on that because that Arctic air is going to try to push down from the north. But for now, it looks like the coldest air going to be across portions of the central half of the country back towards the Pacific Northwest, while we're going to stay a little bit warmer than normal here across much of the southeast. As we take a look at your radar, well, there's not a whole lot to show you this morning. High pressure is building in, a couple of high clouds, but outside of that, and maybe some patchy fog, things are looking really good for your Monday. No rain today, no rain tomorrow, so we'll pick up late Tuesday. We'll have more cloud cover building in. Now by Wednesday, it does look like we're going to have a disturbance move through. I think a lot of the rain throughout the day on Wednesday is going to stay north of Chattanooga, so North Georgia, Northeast Alabama, pretty good chance you stay dry throughout the day on Wednesday. And even in Chattanooga, Dunlap, Athens, most of the rain is going to be light if it falls at all. And then we'll have a better chance of some widespread rain on Thursday. Not going to be overly heavy, and we're not looking at a severe threat, but notice some of that green pushing throughout the day. So it looks like Thursday is going to be our best chance of seeing some rain. And over the next week or so, it is going to be a little more active than what we've had for much of the month of January. Now, the highest rainfall amounts over the next 7 days are going to be north of us, especially north of I-40. But I think Chattanooga, Athens, Dunlap, up to an inch will be possible, and that's over the next 7 days, with up to a half of an inch the further south you go across portions of Georgia and Northeast Alabama. So highest rain amounts to the north, lower to the south, but we can use anything we could get because it has been very dry since the end of last summer. Now as we look at today, 72. A little bit of fog this morning, mainly on those river valleys, and then we're just going to have a full day of sunshine and warmth. Tonight we'll drop down into the 40s, a little bit of patchy fog developing after midnight. Going to be on the chilly side, and then looking ahead to your next 7 days of weather, we're going to have, well, really nice and warm conditions on the way. A little bit of rain, maybe even a thunderstorm on Thursday, and then another round of rain possible for the weekend. But yesterday was Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
And Punxsutawney Phil saw a shadow, which means 6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah.
So it's coming back. It's going to get colder at some point, probably in the middle of the month, towards Valentine's Day.
Okay.
But for now, enjoy the spring weather.
Okay. Good to know. Well, thank you so much, Clay.
Yep.